Hello everybody, and welcome back to the House of Storm, and welcome to Tavern Talk. Now guys, I played the demo of this on my channel a bit ago, but now the full game is out, and of course, I had to get it. So guys, here we go. We're going to jump right into Tavern Talk. We're basically a magical bartender, and we're going to help some people, hopefully not ruin anyone's lives, and make some very, very tasty drinks. So let's jump right into it. Play, save, be him. Let's do this.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Who knows? Now we're going to send people on quest and everything. And you got to send the right person on the quest, give them the right drink, or bad things could happen. So let's jump into this journey. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. Just checking these new rumors. I have no characters yet. I have these recipes. Oh, I think these are all different from the... Yeah, these are definitely all different from the demo. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. It's such an exciting day, really. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. And I patiently waited for it to turn to a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I gotta take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthine Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? In a way. No. I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh no. No, no, no. A very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Unlike a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Welcome to adulthood. You try to add some zest to your soup. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon? Don't they fly up? Really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights. And of people. And of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. Tried sinning, but what is sinning if not telling of a tale? How can I sin of things I never lived through if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in and day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it. I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. Sounds a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. Nothing happens in it because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? Yes, that's what they do. I'll listen about the exciting magical things I encounter. Character information fable. Elf, age 110, pronouns they, them. Class Ranger, background Ashen Grove, alignment neutral good, arcana the Hanged Man. Fable Verfina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream about being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything, really, and the allergy probably doesn't help either. To be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. I think that's something. I think in the demo it was something else. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. Always makes me feel like a feather light nymph floating in waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with the nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long, I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, because I don't want to be rude. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. This is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what I've asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? You can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in 5 bottles to the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, so she wants a swift strike. Let's get it on the board. So that tells me what they want. Maybe some more. Yep, to the first one. Almost. There we go. And looks like a little bit of defense. A swift strike. Boop. Yeah, that's definitely not what she was drinking in the demo. It was like a something sunrise or something. Wow, it does actually teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's cool. That's delicious. I made that? Well, I made it because I'm controlling the game. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. It's adventures you dream of. Aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories. But what? Never mind. Oh, okay, this is new. How can I help you? At least I think it's new. A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay, so a little bit of this. Perfect. A little bit of defense. Perfect. Then the rest, some charisma. Spoken heart. Ding! There you are. Look at that. That should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Banshees haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully hyperbole. What? Hyperbole. I'm probably saying that completely. Hyperbole. I can't talk. Ignore that, please. I'm not going to edit that out, so you're going to hear my many mistakes. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. Well, your brother's an asshole. That I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. Is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Maybe so. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people's yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the Grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny is never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You are the most exciting part of my day. What was your name? Lynn? Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Imkeep? Well, last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? Name's Carlin. You call me Car or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Carlin. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No. No quest for me. I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tringaren. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. The Vulcan? I'm just gonna call it Vulcan. Told me about a werewolf who's roaming around Tringaren. Potential threat to villagers. Okay, so we get 2 rumors here. Werewolf? That's news to me. Aren't you a werewolf? Well, listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade. And that was far south of Ereve. A werewolf was in Ereve, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? I thought the werewolf hype died along with the one romance novel. You know what, the vampires? Twilight reference? Think so. Nah. That just splits society into 2 camps. Team werewolf or team vampire? What team were you? Which one are you, Inkeep? I was team vampire. Ah, so you're in the Fans, are you? Inkeep never tells. You little rascal. I like you. Likewise. What about you? Vampires. That's right. Why? The wolf's too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. Just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, the heck had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule. Before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. That's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get it done rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get in a dangerous situation, they just have to start playing fetch. That works? So this is all the same, part of the same rumor. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Carlin. It's not that hard. Either Carlin, Car, or Lynn. Gotcha, Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Inkeep? Just Inkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Inkeep, then before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? Take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. Don't you dare give me into that watered-down muck instead. Okay. She wants something. Probably the Southern Brawler. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of defense in there. Looks like a little bit of this as well. I think that's charisma. And the rest, strength. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, take some of it. Southern Brawler. There you go. The drink was 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, to the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims their crops are being stolen by undead snails. Usual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. Make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. Certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. Past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for Fizzlefin. Philosophin? Fizzlefin. Philosophism. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. Got any more rumors for me or need aid? Don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Vulcan, 36, she, her, beast slayer, Tromorove, a chaotic good, Canada chariot. One is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, keeps her distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like to be mistaken for one either. I'll be waiting. Speaking of roommates, you know how to turn them in the proper quest, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be sorting the match and snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over, make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventures. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Wait, boom. 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 Werewolf on detours. Second Vulcan has passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregarin from Avera. Or Arove? They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest to save Tregarin from this werewolf mayhem? Alright. Is that night one? He gets all the garbage. Poor Andrew. Prelude to Bravery, 58th of the Wake. Quest taken. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarin. Is that true? Look how scared she looks. It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows a way around difficult terrain, woods even? Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. Know my way around any woods. I know Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. Now I step into your tavern, and the quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest, you know forest, you live in a forest. Werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. You got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you, if anyone had taken it yet. And then, I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? I have to go on a quest, and I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? What if I try to shoot at my silver arrow, and I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. It took a quick turn. Maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes. Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. Suddenly, I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime, bones. You sell bones? Only the slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. Just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. That'd be like 3 hours of this video. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. Yes, they do. Every time I think about embarking on a quest, I start to think more deeply about what might happen. All my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? And my crippling anxiety? I don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mari Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems to be easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except me. I'd get caught and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. Seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. Curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. Daffodils are blooming, they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories, they always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. I guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing. Weeping. Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. Suddenly I felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I'd never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. With the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. So silly sometimes. Mary Morgan incident. Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? Adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvian spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. The fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up Tregarin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people. Seasoned adventurers. One stronger than the next. All in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared. My fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. Never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know, or probably Mari Morgan, yes, the wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure she really differentiates between genders, though. Okay, so this is probably... The riverbanks of the Shivermere hides the Mari Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and everything in between. Oh, cool. Got a little map here. That's awesome. For some stupid reason, I led them right in her arms. I got scared in the end. They had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I suddenly bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock at every one of their gatherings. They probably forgot about it. Hopefully. You know, hopefully they don't still dwell on it. At least they all lived. How am I supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. Could have led them right into the arms of the Wyvern Chimera that resides in Quag Mangrove. Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Ventures beware. You might be on the menu. They say it has a taste for adventures. But you didn't. But I didn't. First encounter with the Hydra. Well, just after I arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plan Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthan Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. It was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. I looked at my biscuits and then at me. By the rivers of stars stands a man who reads the Fernsman's past. Some things are sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are changing as Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea. I said to myself, wow, that Hydra has given me a riddle. Okay. Quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, and lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. Then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. What halves are about as useful as an antidote when you have been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same, nonetheless. You do? Yes, I don't care much for Fable the Flawless Hero. I don't think their stories will be very interesting. Fable the Messy Adventurer with a heart of gold and endearing personality, on the other hand. Great non-guy? Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, and keep. Because I like you so much, I'm going to keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? Just to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. Insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. I'll have to find that out then. Like on a quest. For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another venture swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. Besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. Didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay. Fable, a great gardener, and I'm future hero. Charmer of Nymphs, I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. Leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. You have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so the world won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry, lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we can even be friends. But we need something with a lot of charisma for that. So we'll do the charisma route. And in the demo, I think I did that as well, but I know for sure I think this will have a good ending. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. Of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for the backseat mixing. Yeah, so we can do either. Or I could do make her nimble this time. See what happens. But I do want to see what happens with the one I chose. So, Spoken Heart. There we go. Here you go. Go talk the werewolf to death. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming. No, wait. Doesn't look like I'm tending to do a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregarin, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. There we go. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... Brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magic properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. So I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days. I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. First, I have to complete my quest. See you post-victory. Well, Fable will be alright. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. Hope I was able to help. Well, this guy again. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, yes. I'll get it. I get it. Try being more specific. That spoken one tasted fine. Thank you. I just made it. I should have it memorized. Spoken heart for you. Here you go. Spoken heart just for you. Maybe to help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Oh. Charming. Oh, this is definitely new. I thought it'd be just like the same until the demo, but no. I mean, we've seen these two at the end of the demo, but we didn't see them here, just them two. So hopefully I gave Fable the right drink. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty babblers. Do you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No, that feels wrong somehow. Could you try one where you just serve drinks quietly? I'm fresh out of that one, sorry. Thought so. Planning to try and peer into my backstory. Probably. I'm warning you, I'm very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Why are you ignoring me? Not ye, the innkeep. Innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. The thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That's a green fell on his shoulder is an ooze or what's left of it. And the rest of it's on you? Hi, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story in your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick de Quint de Seine. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I'd also set over something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. Look for something with red in it. This kind of looks red. Right? Or is it just a cup? I'll go with Southern Brawler. Let's hope I'm right. Here you go. Mostly red. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. To whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Defense. Actually, wait. There we go. That looks cool. Taste of Ur, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. See, you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Aria Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dulvermere, with my trusty axe and good drink by me side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier, deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Hit a real big old pile of gold. Suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. It's a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? Sun kills ye? Oh, right. A quirky vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. I took me shovel, and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what he was cleaning onto? Oh, the gold. Oh yes, a big gold nugget. You have to get me to Baruvia. And perhaps can get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please let me ask a question. What was the deal again? I get you to Baruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. What about my cape? Dwarf, 175, she, her, blacksmith, background, lawful, neutral, arcana of the world. Rhea's a hot-headed dwarf and pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy-paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means. Seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she's now stuck with him. Vampire, we don't know the age, he, him, vampire, Radu, Caddick neutral, the fool. What about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. Looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more info. Good luck with that. First, I'd like to know where you last saw your cape. When I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strutton Barovia. I was getting dressed, realized I couldn't find my cape. First off, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes, which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. It's party on him. How important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. And what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding. I married my sweet Evelyn, so I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. Show how important she was to me. Evelyn, can't talk. The vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? That'd be her. Congratulations, are you still married? Vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. Congratulations, are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I'd have taken it out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? Trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. You think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape from me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we could find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men. Champion of 1467, Flamingo. Flamenco? Our heroes should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. Who you airy? She bites. She may be invisible now. Alright, that is 3. I think I got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another curse monologue. And keep. Quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Oh, it's another lagoon, huh? Alright. I want one of these lagoons. There you go. Nice and cold. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. Might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with my thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you will complain about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. My back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, you're right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something else will moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. I think that's 3 for this, too. Nice. Chimera? A thing beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads in all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah, if only I'd eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. Nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop. I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, where can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? It's still nothing. Oh, actually, there was some added stuff. Yeah, possibly a few more memories. In his marbles, he was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess. Reside in Merrow Castle, enjoy sunbathing, maybe a little bit too much. Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up, and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Saying Keith, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want the Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. We got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they give you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Alright. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. Be aware, she might be invisible. There we go, put that one there. Till sunrise. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast? The chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva. Time to close up shop. Alright guys, we're going to end that episode of Tavern Talk here. If you enjoyed this, please let me know, and of course we'll do more. So guys, as I always say, thank you so much for being a guest on House of Storm, and I will see you all in the next video.